say that shit, like bad kids, bitch, we reckless, yeah. Raw hearts are like taxes.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Gwop, signing back in with another video, and we finally on Need for Speed Heat after a good 2 weeks of me taking a break from it and focusing on GTA for a little bit since my fans have been requesting it. But with that out of the way, we're actually finally on the game again, and there's been a new update, and that update consists of adding Joe's Polestar 1 from the beginning of the game, and it is now officially called the Polestar 1 Hero Edition, which I'm going to make another video about that. But first, I'm actually going to give a quick little rundown, and as you can see in the top right hand corner, I have $13 million in my Need for Speed account. And if you're wondering how I got that, I'm just going to need y'all to at least mind your business for at least the meantime until I actually figure out if I can get more money, because I came into another source of good money last night, and I actually did that method to actually get this money last night. So I'm just gonna keep it a secret for now, because I don't want to actually say too much, because I don't know if Need for Speed and the developers at Ghost is listening. But as you can see, with the money that I have, I actually modified the Polestar 1. I still need to modify the Bumblebee Camaro, because there's a lot of cars that I bought and modified. And as you can see, I actually have the BMW M3 GTR. Like the last time, we actually finished the campaign and we unlocked this bad boy. So I might use it here in this video today. I also engine swapped my Nissan GTR, and it's now sitting at a 372. And also, let me take a look at another one of my vehicles real quick. Now, I also got the Mitsubishi Evo 10, and as you can see, it's now sitting at a 363. Now, I also have to do like the nighttime races and the high heat missions, so I can actually get the volatile ultimate parts. So I probably may do that in another part of my walkthrough. But as you can see here, I actually modeled it after Kenji's. If you guys play Need for Speed Carbon, you know that Kenji, like after you beat Kenji, Angie, and Wolf, you actually go up against the stack deck, which is pretty much all three of them put together with Darius. And Kenji actually has upgraded to an Evo, and it has a sick wrap on it that I always loved on it. So I recreated that. If you guys actually want to download this, I'm also going to share it right after this episode is recorded, because I made 2 versions of these just in case. So I'm actually going to share that after this, but we're going to take the Evo out. Now, another thing that I need to tell you guys regarding Joe's Polestar 1 is that if you guys haven't completed all the story mode missions, like including the campaign, the off-road missions, the drift missions, and the race missions, you also have to actually unlock this car by completing all the story missions, which means every single one regarding the off-road, race, drift, and campaign in order to unlock this car. And this is just to unlock it, by the way. I actually heard that it costs around $1.4 million to actually buy this car, but I think even though that's a hefty little price, I think I can afford it. And honestly, I can afford it, but really, like, I need to play through these missions, go through and finish up 2 more sets of missions regarding the race and the story missions, because I still need to play around with Eddie's Skyline, because I want to unlock that so bad. And the off-road missions, we unlock this piece of crap F-150. Like, I don't know whose F-150 this is, and frankly, I don't really care. But honestly, I have no use for this whatsoever. Honestly, they should have brought in Max Bel Air, off-road Bel Air. That would have been a lot better. But let me leave the dealership, and we're gonna actually go into a race right now, and we're actually gonna go hit up Dex and see what he's talking about. Alright, here's Dex's mission up here, A Journey Ahead, and this is supposedly the last test race that we're actually gonna do for him, but I'm pretty sure that there's still some more to go, and there's a lot of races to do before we can touch Eddie's Skyline, which I'm still excited for, by the way. And of course, he's still riding around in the R32. I got to upgrade to the Evo, and I engine swapped it so I think a V8. Golly, this thing sounds so mean. He even put on his blinker and everything.
If you do good here, I'll ship that suspension kit straight to Lucas. Nice.
Alright, so far the only thing that Dex is really giving us is suspension kits. We haven't gotten anything else. And really, I can afford every single suspension kit in the game. Now, I don't know if we're gonna unlock elite parts or what.
I guess. He's always working. Why? When he took over that place, he gave up racing. Like, completely. This is a kid who's raced his whole life. Then nothing. Like I said, he's busy. Never stopped his old man.
Now, of course, now on top of the suspension kits, we're also getting tens of thousands of dollars from him.
Raised 2 kids on his own and still won races every week.
Roberto was Mr. Clean, Mr. Fantastic. You can't expect Lucas to measure up to that.
Roberto did.
Maybe that was the problem.
That's why I just race for fun. No point driving if you don't enjoy it.
Amen.
I know that's right. Like, what's the point of racing if you're not enjoying it? Now, of course, I love being competitive, and you guys know the competitive side of me, but what is the point of being competitive if I'm not enjoying it? My God, does this engine sound so mean in this Evo 10. My God, did I make a good choice with this. I still need to do the high heat races so I can make this thing go faster. Because right now it's sitting at a at a 362. I think I said it was. But this thing can go way faster if I put the ultimate parts in here.
This is the place.
Now I wonder, Lucas said that he was actually gonna join our crew and actually gonna get back into racing. Now I don't know if he's really gonna make a return here in like the race story or any type of the story missions that we got right now, or in the next DLC. We were probably gonna have to find out. But my God, did I do a great job on this on the wrap on this Evo? My God, did I do a good job. And even though like I don't have the rims exactly how Kenji had in Carbon, because let's be honest, like it was on the last generation of consoles, so of course we're gonna have different parts on it.
Here we go. Win, and that suspension kit is yours.
And I put the 4 smaller bottles of NOS in here because I quickly realized, and I made a ton of mistakes in the past and a couple days ago when I had that big shot of NOS in the trunk. Like I was flying off cliffs and everything. So I'm making a good choice by actually putting 4 smaller bottles of NOS in here. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Wait a minute. Dude, is this the same engine in the M3 GTR? Dude, this has to be the same engine as the M3 GTR. These two engines sound so alike. Yo!
Want that prize, huh?
Like I didn't even notice it until now. Until like I was racing around this thing all night last night, but I didn't think that this engine had that engine whine and that supercharger whine in here. But I need to actually see what specific engine this is, because I may put this on every single one of my cars. I just love that engine whine in it. Like dude, I am so far away from the pack, it's not even funny. And I'm just going over 200. Like earlier in the race, I cut that part out, but I maxed out at around like 223. I'm gonna see if I can get it here on the straightaway real quick. See how fast this thing can really go, because I got a 7-speed transmission in here. So far, it got past 208. I need to get back up to speed real quick, because I actually got up to like 230, I think, in this thing. Like, dude, I am having a blast with this Evo 10, man. Like, they made a great choice by bringing this back into Need for Speed Heat, because I have not touched this car in a long while. And I mean a long while.
And this new suspension kit has found a good home. Now keep an eye on yourself. There's some high-class races coming up. I'll be in touch when you're ready.
All right, give me that 50K. I'll gladly put that right next to my 13 million. A journey ahead completed. Now, I don't know how many missions I got left to go, and really all of that, dude, all of that for a race suspension kit, for a pro race suspension kit. Dude, like, let me take a look real quick, because progression, garage performance, yeah, because right here I have on a, what is this, a track race suspension kit. And oh, I can also switch them out from the inventory. If they're in my inventory, I can switch them out. But anyways, I have a super track suspension kit, and he's gonna mess around and give me a race, a pro race suspension kit. Like, what the hell am I gonna do with that? But the shit I do to like progress in this game, just so I can get that chance at that Hero Edition Polestar 1. Alrighty, now we're back at the garage. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the M3 GTR here in this episode as well. And if we got time, I'm also gonna use probably either the Camaro or the GTR. But let's take it back out now that it's fully customized.
Hey, it's Dex. You know the big junction in Edgewood Valley near the mall? Meet me there and just meet me, okay?
Alright, and I was right. This is the exact same engine sound too. I knew I wasn't tripping, dude. So yeah, it is completely possible to put an M3 GTR engine in another car, because I thought that this was specifically designed for the M3 GTR and the M3 GTR only, but apparently we can put this engine, if provided, in other cars as well. Alright, West is best. Okay, 320. We're gonna have to be a 379 for this. We are a 379, my bad. But we're actually gonna smoke the competition, and this is on medium, by the way, so this isn't gonna be hard at all.
Hey, you made it. Sure, what's going on? Your message sounded urgent. We got guests. I thought it was time I saw how good you really are.
Oh shit!
This one from the sideline.
Oh, yeah. 2 Riveras for the price of 1. What are we waiting
Oh wow. Okay, man. Alright. Okay, Lucas and Anna, y'all are on. Y'all are on and popping like Donkey Kong, bro. Okay, let's go.
It's been a while, so yeah, go easy on me, okay?
Yeah, I'll think about that. I'll think about that.
That's the way you want it.
Alright, let's go, man. Let's go. Golly, this M3 GTR, man, it got some get up and go like you have never seen before. And I only have Elite Plus parts in here. Imagine what I'm gonna do when I get the Ultimate Plus parts in here. Like, imagine the type of power that I'm gonna have with this car at its full potential, because it's not even at level 400 yet, and I'm actually over here topping up, going over 200 like it's nothing.
Just messing with you.
And so Lucas is actually driving the RSR that we actually drove in they drove in like the earlier campaign missions, like before we actually captured Mercer. So, and actually that was what Anna was driving. So Lucas actually gave her the Camaro, and he actually took the RSR for himself. And honestly, it's not a bad car, especially since it's overpowered. But clearly, like, where's Lucas? He's in 10th place. He's in 10th place right now. And Anna, I feel bad for Anna because she's all the way at the back of the pack. So Lucas is honestly the better driver over Anna, if I'm being quite frank with you. And this race clearly proves it. Because like they actually called me and tried to get me to settle who's the better driver. But right now, like, the proof is in the pudding. Alright, we're at 78% into this race. All we just got to do is just keep this lead for the remainder of this race, and we're golden. Alright, and there's like 12 of us too, so we're at 83%. Now is a good time to use this straightaway, to use this nitrous, and see how fast this car can go with the parts I got in it right now. We're at 223, 228.
Good thing I enjoy racing for its own sake, huh?
Like, we passed up 230. I think I topped out at around 230. Yeah, 230 was the highest I can go right now.
New champion.
Hi, I'll give you this one.
Oh, I should have stayed in retirement.
Alright, but give me that $54,000. Now, is that it, or do we have any more? I'm pretty sure he would tell me if this is the last race or not. But we're actually going to see Wes's best complete. We're actually getting a lot of money from this, actually. I wonder where this money is actually coming from. Alrighty, now that we got that race done, we may as well just go for all of them while I still got the time, because I'm sitting up here not doing anything productive with my time, so I got all day to do this. So let's take the GTR out. I just got to make sure that all the parts are in here. Yeah, all the parts are in here. We're at a 372, so we should be fine. Now, also, let me check to see if the nitrous... Yeah, 4 3-pound bottles. Okay, let's go back out into the daytime. And let's see what Dex is also talking about, or if he has anything else left for us. He probably does, because he didn't say if this is the last race or not. And I really want my hands on Eddie's Skyline, because I haven't seen that car in years. Well, technically not years, but because I bought Underground like less than a year ago. But you get the idea.
Everybody here? Okay, we're doing this again. And this time, I'm putting a serious collector's item on the line. Oh man, do you mean what I think you mean?
I think
3
it
more
is.
races? Winner takes all. I'm in.
Oh god damn it, 3 more. Okay, I got all day for this. I got all day.
That's it. Dex? Luca? Come on.
Y'all have to come and race me to find out.
And also, I engine swapped my GTR, so it sounds like a better GTR. Like the stock engine sounded close to it, but honestly, I wanted something more that sounded like a GTR, and this is the closest that I got. Okay, now we got 3 more races, he says. Now, I'm probably gonna have to edit most of the stuff out because I don't talk during these races since I'm always out in front and I have nothing to say. Alright, Far East. Alright, let's see what this race is talking about. The last one was named West is Best, so I'm pretty sure this has something to do with us going across the city.
Okay, everybody's here. Everybody, meet my baby.
Woo! Shit!
GTR, R34, and my first true love. Dex saved all his bank for a year to buy her for some dude on the West Coast. Then he was too scared to take her out on the track. She is strictly for special occasions.
Are you
Damn!
going to put her on the line? I mean, she's beautiful.
You want her? Come and get her. Just win the next 3 races.
Oh my god, I want that GTR, man. I want that R34. I want it. I want it badly.
Let's see who wants it most.
Would y'all move y'all fat ass cars out of the way? Alright, man. Okay, we in 4th place. All we just gotta do is just win 3 more races, and that Eddie Skyline is ours. And then probably after we win it in this episode, I'm actually gonna take it out for a test drive, engine swap it. I will think about if I'm gonna engine swap it. If it has a special sound in the engine stock, I'm not gonna swap it. But if it doesn't and it's the same as the regular Skyline R34, I'm probably gonna engine swap it too.
Finding my rhythm.
Alright, that guy cannot drive for shit. Alright, slow down, take this corner. My god, man, do I love GTR so much, man. And we get an Eddie Skyline as the grand prize. Like, I really want to actually speed race through these races. Alright, and my GTR right now is topping 222. Like, I need those ultimate plus parts, man. That's what I really need to do. I need to actually make some nighttime videos getting into a high heat level 5, because I got into a heat level 5 multiple times, and from what my knowledge is, I'm getting better at it from what I'm noticing and what my driving skills, because when you're in a higher level car, it's a lot easier to escape those cops, because when I'm in a faster car, they cannot catch me at all. The only car that can actually catch me is those Corvettes. And of course those Corvettes are modified, so they're designed to actually catch up to us. And then also apparently, from what they said, Dex actually bought it off, from what they're implying, they bought it off Eddie. No, wait, no, that can't be the case, because then they say that in Payback, right? Because they added Eddie's Skyline into Payback, and they said some dude actually dropped off the this Skyline, here you go. So it can't be it, because it had a different body kit in Payback.
1 down, 2 to go. Good job.
I mean, we're gonna have to see, because maybe in like alternate timelines, because like the M3 GTR is going on through a lot of timelines right now, and the Skyline is actually going through a lot of timelines right now as well. But I'm pretty sure we're not talking about the people that's in Payback, which Dex bought it off of, because it had a different body kit on it. Like, it can't actually be that because it had a different body kit on it. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't exactly like how Eddie Skyline was in the game. And now I feel like which car we're going to take now is, we're actually going to take Rachel's 350Z from Underground 2. And I actually haven't gotten a chance to drive this car for you guys, especially on camera or in my free time either. So we're actually going to take this car out and we're actually going to complete this race.
Hey, after that last race, you're looking good. 2 more wins and the Skyline is yours. Let's see how you do this time, though.
Alright, just had to make a quick run at the part shop because like my car is not steering right for some reason. Yeah, I have all track parts in here, so why isn't it steering? Hold on, let me see something. Why isn't it steering correctly? Let me see something real quick. Okay, quick nav, live. Oh, here's the problem. Okay, then traction control. Alright, there we go. I think that was the problem. Okay. Now let me see something real quick. Alright, it turns better. Yeah, it turns better. Okay, now that was the problem. I didn't have traction control on or any of the other settings on for this car. I keep forgetting that every single car you actually have to do this. Dude, it's already doing 200 right now. My God, is this 350Z nice. I'm already liking this 350Z already because of how fast it's going. Now I'm telling you, Rachel, she would be proud if she's still out there and actually seeing us race. She would be proud of us. And I think I engine swapped this one too. I engine swapped a whole lot of cars last night, so I don't really know like what I have in here, but it sounds like a V8, but it could be a V6 too. I know it's probably a V6 because V8 sound a lot more meatier.
Win this and you're one step away from taking that Skyline home.
And I want that Skyline too. I want it bad. Alright, who's in front of me? What car is he driving? Oh, he's driving a Mercedes AMG. I think that's an AMG GT. And the fact that this 350Z is actually keeping up with a Mercedes AMG and a Huracan, I'm pretty sure I saw a Huracan and a McLaren back there. The fact that this 350Z is keeping up with them, like, I'm gonna have to drive this car a lot more often, especially in the nighttime. But dude, I cannot get over how good this car looks, man. I miss this car so much. And I even recreated it in Underground 2. Like, if I get the right capture card equipment, I'm actually going to start up another Need for Speed walkthrough and start Underground 2. Dude, if you look at them right now, they're all the way in last place, dude. They're all, and to be fair, the 67 Camaro, can't really keep up with a McLaren. I mean, unless it's really, really modified, as Lucas said that he put in the car, it can't keep up with a McLaren or a Huracan, especially if they're a level 340. And Dex is still in this R32, so I highly doubt they actually upgraded their cars before this.
You gotta know, I'm taking all this very personally.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my God! Jesus Christ! God damn! Oh my gosh, dude, that honestly scared me for a second, dude, because like, dude, I could barely turn on that straightaway. I'm probably gonna have to put better parts in here.
And you drive away with that beautiful Skyline.
And that Skyline will go perfectly next to Rachel's 350Z, man. Alright, 69K. I'll take it, dude. I'll gladly take it. Like, dude, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. We can do that race again if you want to. The thing is about these races is that if you actually get these race story missions done, off-road missions done, and drift story missions done, you get to come back to them anytime you want to. Well, not the actual mission, but you know, the actual event itself. Alright, one more win and we can take that Skyline home. Now, which car do we really want to use for this? Do we really want to go with the Skyline, the Camaro, the GTR, the Evo 10? Like, we have a wide variety of cars that we can use for this. You know what? Just to keep things simple, we're actually going to take the KS Edition BMW i8 and actually use it in this final race because I haven't used this in a long while. And I actually engine swapped this as well, so it's not a hybrid engine anymore. Now, let's actually get our hands on that Skyline, shall we? Oh yeah, that sounds so mean, dude. And this car I can actually turn.
One more win and you could be driving that Skyline into the sunset. Are you gonna break my heart? Well, let's see you try.
Alrighty, dude. And I'm actually gonna take that Skyline right from him because I want that Skyline. I want it. My gosh, I'm gonna have so much nostalgia driving that once I get my hands on it. I actually want to get a feel for it and actually drive it again after playing Underground. All gone south. Alright, 374. This is the perfect car for this. The perfect car for it. Now, I use like pretty much all my cars, at least the cars that I have right now in this walkthrough. But I think that it's only right that we at least use one of the KS Edition cars to actually finish this last race mission, because we're 40 minutes into recording, and as you can see, like, it's probably going to be edited down to like 27 minutes or so, because I don't talk much during these races. But here we are, the last mission, the very, very last mission of the game, or like the race missions. I don't know why I said the game, but okay, we still have the off-road missions to go. All right, let's do this.
If I have to choose between you and that Skyline, it's a Skyline every time, right? Understandable.
Alright, let's do it. So we're already off to a great start. Now, the question is, did I put a 7-speed in here or 8-speed? I'm pretty sure I put a 7-speed in here. Let me see. Wait, hold on. I think I put a 6-speed in here. I think, yeah, a 6-speed. Like, dude, like, the way I'm driving right now, it doesn't even feel like that I'm doing 233, man. It feels like that I'm doing like 150.
You are determined.
Like, maybe hybrids are the wave of the future, man. Because, like, look at this. Look how smooth I am driving right now. Like, and it got so fast that it didn't even feel like that I was doing 233. And that's with the engine swap. I see, dude, look at how smooth this i8 is driving right now, even with how fast it's going. Alright, man, we 80% done, man. Like, let's get this race done. I want that Skyline. I want it in my garage right now. And I said, right goddamn now. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke.
If you win this, just let me drive the Skyline once in a while, huh?
Alright, that is going to be up for debate, Anna, because after all, once he hands me those keys, like, that Skyline is mine. And when I say mine, I say M-I-N, mine. And I'm not talking about mining coal. I'm talking about mine, belonging to me. It's mine.
Magic back. You know, but I'm getting there.
93. This has to be like one of the easiest sets of missions I've ever done in this game so far. Granted that all the missions are easy, since it is on medium and you do tune your cars. And with that, the Skyline is coming home with me.
It's all over.
The Skyline is coming home with me, man. $62,000. I'll take that as well, on top of the keys to the Skyline. I'll take that. Thank you very much. All Gone South is actually completed, and I think that's the end of the story missions. I'm pretty sure.
There she goes.
Friend reunited.
Goodbye, beautiful Skyline.
Dex, are you okay with this?
Consider her a graduation gift. I've taught you all I can. I'll take her to the garage for you. Just treat her right.
Alrighty, man. You have my word. I'll treat it right. And then watch I actually go into the night and get into a Heat level 5 police chase and smash it up. But honestly, I think that's going to be another video for another day. But let's actually head over to the garage and actually see what this Skyline looks like up close and personal now that it's in our possession. Our new car unlocked, and it's Eddie's 2002 Nissan Skyline GTR Legend Edition. My God, is this one of the most iconic cars in Need for Speed or what?
Taurus must be even more of a hard ass than Mercer.
Like, dude, let me put this i8 away. Let me look at this real quick. Oh my God, wait, hold on. We need to see this in the swap cars section. We need to see this. Hold on, let's actually switch it back real quick. But no, let's actually take a look at how beautiful this car is, man. Golly, is this car beautiful. My God, I miss this car so much. I missed it so much. Wow, I have absolutely no idea what to say right now. Dude, let's actually put some performance parts in here. First, let's see what the engine sounds like. I'm pretty sure it's the same as this regular Skyline, but let's see. Let me see, what engine is in here? Yeah, it's the stock engine, I'm pretty sure. Now, what engine did I put in here? That V8 don't sound bad. No. Do I want a V6 or do I want a V8? Because it's gonna give me more horses. Yeah, let's go with this. We're gonna go with the V8. We're gonna put some Elite Plus parts in here. Gonna boost this all the way up to its max potential. I still need to do those high heat races. We're gonna make that another part of this walkthrough. I promise that I'm actually gonna get a heat level 5 and actually do heat level 5 races so we can unlock those volatile parts. And it sucks that it has to be that way, and honestly I'm actually sort of glad that it's like that, so it actually gives you a reason to like grind and play this game, etc. Put the 4 shots of NOS in here. Now, track suspension, we're gonna put that in there. Really, all my cars has a track suspension in it and track differential in it. Because like it's so much of an emphasis on grip this year. I forgot how it used to be in previous games like 2015 and Payback. Because we were so used to having brake to drift, and this game just completely obsoleted those 2 games. Tires, let's see, tires, race tires. Oh, there it is. Alright, clutch, put the Elite Plus in there. Equip that. I should have bought a duplicate, but okay. Gonna put a 7-speed in here so we can have more power. And the differential, you know me, we're gonna go with that track suspension as well, that track differential, so we can have the greatest amount of grip possible. Put the kill switch jammer in here because you know we're gonna be into some police chases in this thing, and we're gonna put damage reduction in here as well. Now, I thought that reinflating tires is gonna be like something that I would need, but since the spike strips spawn in the most inconvenient of places for the cops, like you don't even need the reinflating tires, unless that if you're not paying attention and you take a wrong turn, of course you're gonna need it. But let's go out for a quick little drive, and we're gonna take this thing out and we're gonna call it a day. Oh yeah, that engine sounds beautiful. Oh my lord, dude, I think I'm in love right now. I think this has to be my favorite Need for Speed in a long while, dude, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Let me see, live tuning. Put that high, put that low, and put traction control on there as well. Oh yes, dude. Oh yes. Oh my god, is this car amazing or what, dude? Jesus Christ, my gosh, I'm gonna start driving this car a lot more. Like, Dex, thank you very much for putting your Skyline on the line like this. And Eddie, wherever you are, man, your Skyline is in great hands. Your Skyline is in perfect hands. Alright, dude, but with that being said, we actually got all the race missions done. We're actually now gonna move over to the off-road races in the next part of this walkthrough of Need for Speed Heat. And I hope you guys actually enjoyed this walkthrough. If you guys did, leave a like on this video and leave a comment down. It also helps my channel out and get my video out there with this YouTube algorithm BS that's going on. But with that out of the way, this is your boy Gwop. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're new. And I'm out, bruh.